There's nothing quite like bowl season. If you're a college football diehard, it's the best time of the year. There's a college football game on nearly every day during a 3-week span in December, meaning you always have something to do, that isn't work, or errands, or interacting with other human beings outside your domicile. It's wonderful. Of course, this is still college football, and one of the foundations of the sport is that we must rank things, so as I do every year here at CBS Sports, I've ranked every single bowl game. I even have a method that isn't purely my own opinion. Here, I am ranking game quality, not just how well the teams play but how evenly matched they are talent-wise. So even if the two teams in the game aren't top 50 teams, if they're of similar stature, it should provide an entertaining game, and that's what bowl season is about more than anything. As for the rankings, to be clear, all bowls are wonderful, and even the bad ones are good. The gap between number 13 and number 39 isn't huge, and unlike the College Football Playoff Selection Committee, I mean it when I say that. So, without further ado, here are the definitive 201,718 bowl rankings. All times Eastern 39. Independence Bowl, Southern Mississippi vs. Florida State, December 27, 1:30 p.m. I have a suspicion Florida State was far more interested in keeping its bowl streak alive than it will be in playing in the bowl game itself. 38. Military Bowl, Virginia vs. Navy, December 28, 1:30 p.m. I don't expect many points or much excitement in general, but I do expect it to be a kick game. That's something of a blessing. 37. Boca Raton Bowl, Akron vs. Florida Atlantic, December 19, 7 p.m. I just don't like this matchup. I'd have preferred to see foul play one of the top teams from the MAC or Sun Belt. Give me Toledo here, and I think we've got a top 15 game at worst. 36. Arizona Bowl, Utah State vs. New Mexico State, December 29, 5:30 p.m. Listen, I'm thrilled that New Mexico State is in its first bowl game since 1960, but this isn't exactly a must-see. 35. Cure Bowl, Western Kentucky vs. Georgia State, December 16, 2:30 p.m. Hey, at least it'll cure your desire to look for something to during commercials of other games going on at the same time. 34. Gasparilla Bowl, Temple vs. FIU, December 21, 8 p.m. The name Bad Boy Mowers Gasparilla Bowl is awesome. The game is just kinda okay. 33. Quick Lane Bowl, Duke vs. Northern Illinois, December 26, 5:15 p.m. Admit it, you yawned a little just reading the matchup. 32. Cactus Bowl, Kansas State vs. UCLA, December 26, 9 p.m. This game is knocked down a few pegs due to my suspicion that UCLA quarterback Josh Rosen won't play in it. Even if he does, I'm not thrilled with the matchup. 31. Idaho Potato Bowl, Central Michigan vs. Wyoming, December 22, 4 p.m. Come for the game that could be interesting, stay for the nightmare-inducing mascot. 30. Frisco Bowl, Louisiana Tech vs. SMU, December 20, 8 p.m. This game could prove to be pretty good, but all I can think about now is the Frisco melt from Steak and Shake. 29. Belk Bowl, Wake Forest vs. Texas A&M, p.m. December 29, 1 p.m. Docked a few points for having a team playing under an interim coach. Always a question of how badly a team wants to be there in such a situation. If the Aggies show up, this game could be a good time. 28. Camellia Bowl, Middle Tennessee vs. Arkansas State, December 16, 8 p.m. Not much headliner appeal here, but as is often the case in these games, there's potential for a thriller. 27. Texas Bowl, Texas vs. Missouri, December 27, 9 p.m. Do you know how many people would have at a Texas Bowl between Texas and Texas A&M? This game could be good, but it could have been great. 26. Foster Farms Bowl, Arizona vs. Purdue, December 27, 8:30 p.m. This game features one of my favorite players, Khalil Tate, going against one of my favorite coaches, Jeff Brohm. 25. New Mexico Bowl, Marshall vs. Colorado State, December 16, 4:30 p.m. Two teams you didn't spend much timing this season, offering you the potential of a close if low-scoring game. 24. Bahamas Bowl, UAB vs. Ohio, December 22, 12:30 p.m. The Bahamas Bowl gets crazy. Never leave a Bahamas Bowl unattended. 23. Heart of Dallas Bowl, Utah vs. West Virginia, December 26, 1:30 p.m. This matchup would have been more appealing in September than it is at the moment. 22. Hawaii Bowl, Fresno State vs. Houston, December 24, 8:30 p.m. I'm a little annoyed because the Hawaii Bowl usually features two teams I don't care about and can easily ignore well with my family on Christmas Eve. Now I want to, but it will be played while my family wants to NFL games instead. Point 21. Music City Bowl, Kentucky vs. Number 21 Northwestern, December 29th, 4:30 p.m. It's a battle of Wildcats in Nashville. Honestly, this game might be good, but I don't think you could have found a more boring Big Ten SEC matchup if you tried. Point 20. Outback Bowl, Michigan vs. South Carolina, January 1st. No wait, maybe you could. Still, I'm going to this game for the replays of Jadeveon Clowney decapitating Vincent Smith in the 2013 Outback Bowl. In fact, the game should have both players back for the coin toss before the game. Clowney must call heads, obviously. Point 19. Las Vegas Bowl No. 25 Boise State vs. Oregon, December 16th, 3:30 p.m. If Willie Taggart is still with the Ducks, then this game should be bumped up a few spots. There's potential for a great one here. Point 18. Sun Bowl No. 24 NC State vs. Arizona State, December 29th, 3 p.m. More than anything, I'm looking forward to Herm Edwards appearing in the booth trying to explain exactly what his job at Arizona State will entail. Point 17. Pinstripe Bowl, Iowa vs. Boston College, December 27th, 5:15 p.m. In a way, I feel like Iowa and Boston College are two long-lost siblings finally finding one another, but neither realizes who the other is. Point 16. Armed Forces Bowl, San Diego State vs. Army, December 23rd, 3:30 p.m. This game should be close, fun, interesting, and over in less than 3 hours and 15 minutes. Point 15. New Orleans Bowl, Troy vs. North Texas, December 16th, 1 p.m. Remember when Troy beat LSU earlier this season? Seems like a long time ago. Anyway, the Trojans and a surprising North Texas team should provide an entertaining game on the first day of bowl season. Point 14. Holiday Bowl, number 18 Washington State vs. Number 16 Michigan State, December 28th, 9 p.m. Somewhat conflicting styles of play here. These games have a wide range of possible results, and the ceiling is high enough that I'm putting it at number 14. There is a bust factor here to be aware of. The Point 13. Birmingham Bowl, Texas Tech vs. South Florida, December 23rd, noon. Listen, if you're going to this game, make sure to clear your schedule. It's going to feature a lot of big plays, very little defense, and it will last nearly 5 hours. Point 12. Tax Slayer Bowl, Louisville vs. number 23 Mississippi State, December 30th, noon. This game would have been higher if Nick Fitzgerald were healthy, because if Fitzgerald-Lamar Jackson showdown would have been great. Still, it's your last chance to Lamar Jackson do Lamar Jackson stuff in a college game. Point 11. Dollar General Bowl, Appalachian State vs. Toledo, December 23rd, 7 p.m. Dollar General Bowl, more like the $100 Special Bowl, because this game features two of the Group of Five's better teams. It's a rematch of last season's Camellia Bowl, which Appalachian State won 3,128. I expect a similar game this year. Point 10. Liberty Bowl, Iowa State vs. number 20 Memphis, December 30th, 12:30 p.m. This game has all the potential in the world. I have it at number 10, but by the time bowl season ends, this could be the one widely considered to have been the best game of bowl season. Point 9. Alamo Bowl, number 13 Stanford vs. number 15 TCU, December 28th, 9 p.m. I'm hoping the time off is enough to heal Bryce Love's ankle, because the idea of him going against the Gary Patterson defense is intriguing to say the least. Point 8. Citrus Bowl, number 14 Notre Dame vs. number 17 LSU, January 1st, 1 p.m. We saw this matchup in the Music City Bowl a few years ago, and it was a great game. I'd take a repeat performance in Orlando. Point 7. Camping World Bowl, number 22 Virginia Tech vs. number 19 Oklahoma State, December 28th, 5:15 p.m. Two Orlando Bowl games separated by 4 days in reality, but only one spot in these rankings. I just love this matchup and its potential for ridiculousness. Point 6. Peach Bowl, number 12 UCF vs. number 7 Auburn, January 1st, 12:30 p.m. I love that UCF gets a shot to prove itself against a team with wins over two playoff teams. As always in these games, there's a bust factor, particularly with Scott Frost taking the Nebraska job. He's expected to coach in this game, but it'll be interesting to see how he handles having two jobs at once. Point 5. Orange Bowl, number 6 Wisconsin vs. number 10 Miami, December 30th, 8 p.m. I'm not sure what's going to happen here, but I would take the under. These are two evenly matched teams on both offense and defense, so I expect a close, lower-scoring affair. But not the boring kind. Also, Wisconsin needs to create a turnover cheese curd before this game starts. Point 4. Fiesta Bowl number 11 Washington vs. number 9 Penn State December 30th, 4 p.m. Neither team had a shot at a playoff berth for a while, causing them to be overlooked a bit in the final weeks. Don't overlook this game because I love this matchup. We could be in for a game similar to Penn State's loss to USC in last year's Rose Bowl. Point 3. Cotton Bowl number 8 USC vs. number 5 Ohio State December 29th 8:30 p.m. I mean, it's USC and Ohio State, the two teams that just missed out on a playoff berth. It's a Rose Bowl played in Texas, and that one time the Texas Longhorns went to the Rose Bowl it was great, so let's see if the two things just go together. Point 2. Rose Bowl number 3 Georgia vs. number 2 Oklahoma January 1st, 5 p.m. Every year we hear about how Big 12 offenses wouldn't be as good against real defenses, and that SEC defenses never face real offenses. Well, here you go. And in a playoff semifinal no less. In the Rose Bowl, too. Oh my god. I cannot wait for this game. Point 1. Sugar Bowl number 4 Alabama vs. number 1 Clemson January 1st 8:45 p.m. The rubber match. What would the college football playoff be without a game between Clemson and Alabama? Of course, this one isn't a title game, but it's for a title shot.